In the Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champions, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. The 1994 and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's...
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that,
I dropped that. That's crazy.
Passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it
like soft guard. What the fuck?
But that's why rivalries are so fun.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Right on target this time. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pressure coming, and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And don't get it twisted, a big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
Bring in the Heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Crosses the 45. There he goes. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Washington. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Washington wants to go quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The give to the back. Across the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone.
I literally just dropped it.
Deep in his own end.
That's the blow that
He
was
stopped
what the
on
fuck?
the return, but
I just dropped it, same thing.
getting
He
the
did
football.
his points. Fuck.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No way he gets out.
This one won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having lots of bodies.
And he gets to stay on his feet. Jesus Christ, what's happening?
They generate a TFL.
Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Smith dropping to pass. Got the quick pass. Oh, the quick spin move. Just what the doctor wanted to get away from the shadow of that goal post to pick up a first down at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Ducks are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass. He gets it to the 31.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Looking for the end zone.
Oh my God.
We're taking a shot there, but couldn't.
I really ain't good though.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
So now it's 2nd and long. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. The quick out.
This can't possibly be on me.
But there is a flag on the play.
So that's crazy. It could be a penalty.
And it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires left.
Thank you, Jesus. Oh, man.
He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Harris. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for space. It's Washington. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll give it to him again. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Bruhz. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They dead ass try to make me drop the ball. They dead ass to try to make me drop that ball. This game is crazy.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Got his man on the run. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got
What a dumbass thing. That's not what he did. This one instant. They might get him. What a dumb pass.
And they make the play and make sure there's not
putting it
any
back in the
scoring
game.
opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Oh, actually, do I get the ball out?
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Smith wants to throw. Here's a hit. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete to the right. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That brings him to within 1. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half.
One touchdown, this should all work. This offense, I refuse that this year.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
7-6 at that.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple.
Oh my God, he's dead.
Okay, we're gonna need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Extending the play. Pulls it in. It's Boston.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball. because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The sweet feet buy a little time.
Oh, no way. Oh, I thought they was about to do something, dude. That'd be hard.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience.
And he takes it in for a score.
Hey.
Touchdown, Husky.
If I go for 2, I'm up 2 left.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no.
Oh shit, Gino. Oh shit, Gino. Oh shit, Gino. Get active on him.
To Maryland. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Why does this keep getting open?
Quick completion on the out. Smashes through the tackle. And his motors are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Smith dropping to pass.
Oh, that's really
He's
cool.
got the tight end. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Bray. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up.
Let's go, Steve.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field.
That's
interception of the day. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Husky.
It's not in that team finish.
This defense gets the pick 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got his man across the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Off the play fake.
Running back again.
Spits it out to the back.
Oh.
Grab near the marker. It's Davison. He smashes his way through again. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Smith wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender.
32. He was that game over.
He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
They seen me trying to throw that shit up.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
No way they gave me PI. I didn't even move.
Make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
I clicked on this nigga, didn't move one gun. That's crazy.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Yes, bro.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Ducks want to move quickly. They go right back to their man on second and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with the GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on third and goal? They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Got to play for OT right now.
They'll line up to go for two. Smith dropping to pass. Here comes the heat. He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this game?
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Out of baby.
Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense execute in the 4th quarter.
Next game, this shit over. To be in the top 10 after this one.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff to the lone back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll run this play from the pistol. On the ground, it's Bray. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Catch in the middle. It's Hall. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Turning it on! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. It is steeped in animosity and laced in bitterness, and in this one, it is crowned with victory for Washington as the Huskies take down the Ducks. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
How good is this team? Man. I know 83. What's his team? Jesus. Yeah. All right. I need to see.